it going? So, this is an unusual topic, cheating in a poly relationship. Some people say, well, what does it mean to be cheating in a poly relationship? Where does it go? Blah, blah, blah. Let me put it this way. If you have to ask and you're unsure about it, in your head it's cheating. That is, as I said, in your head it's cheating for against some rules or strictures that you had. There's doubt there. Now, a lot of people ask, well, why would you cheat in a poly relationship or a non-monogamous relationship when, pretty much it's a free-for-all? So, well, because you or your partners have imposed some rules or conditions upon which you interact. Now, a lot of people say, well, the whole thing is about, overcoming all those rules and just being free and all that. Why do we have rules? I said, well, one, STIs. There's quite a few people, and some that I know, who have compromised immune systems, and whilst they do feel free to love in the emotional sense, in the physical sense, they might be heavily restricted because, death. They want to keep being alive, they want to keep living, they want to keep being free to love whoever they want, but of course that can be restricted by someone being inconsiderate and inflicting whatever it is that they have on them, particularly those with compromised immune systems. That is an understandable thing. Now, people ask why there are rules and how can it be cheating. Again, as I said, there are rules for one of those. It's an extreme reason, but yeah, for the health of everyone involved, that is why. For moral or ethical points of view, that's something that's discussed between you and your metamors or your partners or whatever. Cheating, how can it be cheating? Some people point out that a lot of those positions and the whole cheating aspect is just like social constructs, that they're things that we need to overcome. I said, well, yeah, there's some things that we do need to overcome, things that don't really make a lot of sense, things that stop us from moving forward. But at the same time, one thing I really object to in general in life is that there's a lot of people who are so intent on fighting for their own rights that they step all over the rights of other people. I find that objectionable. just for me though. I don't know about you, but that's the thing. In the bid to have your own freedom for this other way of having relationships, and allowing yourself to freely love, are you restricting the freedoms and feelings of others just by that? And one woman I know, she said, well, I am now in poly relationships, and one partner I had, he couldn't deal with the fact that I had this other partner and I like to do this certain thing, so he opted out, and it took me ages to get over it. And I'm like, well, why are you so offended and hurt by it that he let you know his boundaries and said, look, I can't deal with it? And he did that up front. He didn't let it fester, and she had a hard time dealing with it. And she wanted to have a cake and eat it too, but was she thinking about his feelings, his own way? He was having a hard time dealing with it, and could she be more understanding? She didn't sort of indicate in any of her writings or information that she was being understanding. She just said, look, it was all about me. I said, well, okay, that's nice, but when you're into non-monogamous or polyamorous relationships, it's not always about you. And that's the thing. I mean, it's about you in the way that you give out your love, and you want to, spread that around. But part of that is taking care of, liking, loving and looking after other people, which includes their own frame of mind. And you can say, okay, well, we can still be friends. Say, look, I'm hurt by that, but I understand where you're coming from, rather than just going to the extreme like that. But that's the thing. You can cheat in a poly relationship. It's more so about breaking your own rules, not holding your own, I guess, end of the bargain. keeping in mind that for some people it's a thing, they like that thrill of cheating. It is actually a thing where some people like to say, it's my thing to sleep with married men without their wives knowing. Not my thing, but still. So, on poly and cheating, are you in a poly or non-monogamous or open relationship? What do you call cheating? Is it just the breaking of rules, like actually just physically, or is it an emotional cheating or a mental cheating? Some people go that far. I don't. Flirting, I don't think is cheating. Some people think flirting is cheating. Some people think having conflicting feelings is cheating, or saying that oh yeah, that person's good looking. If I want to attach, I'd have sex. Some people think that's cheating. I don't think that's cheating. Actually, physically cheating, I view that as, well, that is a cheat right there if it's against what we've agreed to. As in, some people have rules that say, okay, before you do any sort of thing with someone else, let me know, just be upfront, and that's all. And have you ever had it cross your mind to do that? I mean, a lot of people on the outset go, no, never had it cross my mind. And I'll say, no, you know what, I've had instances where I've thought, hey, I wouldn't mind, that person, I wouldn't mind having a relationship with that person, but you know what, I'm quite happy where I am, and I like where I am right now. So, and that's the thing, recognizing that you have a desirability or a lust for somebody is completely different from acting on that. Notice I said acting on it. Anyways, cheating and poly, there are rules because people need rules. Why do they need rules? I think it's a balance thing where if you didn't have rules, you wouldn't know. I mean, seriously, if there weren't the rules of common society and vanilla relationships, how would you know you're in poly, and how would you know you're actually living a different life from other people? I'll tell you one thing, the more I see, the more I learn, the more people that I interact with leads me to think that this whole alternate lifestyle thing that people go on about is really kind of a part of the whole default affair that we live. And as such, I don't really view it as an alternative lifestyle. Like, I'll use the term alternative lifestyle or the BDSM lifestyle because that's what people understand, rather than just saying, this is the framework within the framework of which I operate. As far as I can see, I see that in everyday life. So anyway, I am going to end it here, and I'm going to actually take in some of these beautiful plants that I'm seeing walking through South Bank. Then again, I actually might take a different route. So, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good weekend. Have fun.